Hey, if you're in your 30s, 40s, or 50s and you're on a mission to improve your physique, potentially losing a bit of body fat, you're in the right place. I'm Renee. I'm on an 8-week deficit and I am sharing each day of that here online. So I've just shared in a recent post about what I weighed when I started this deficit and the average I achieved in that first week and what I weighed at the beginning of week 2. To recap, the weight that I logged when I started the deficit was 74.6 kilos. I took an average over a few days before I started the deficit and that average was 74 kilos, and then the average after the first week was 72.6 kilos. That looks like a fair bit of weight loss, but part of that is due to a few days where I appeared to have lost a few kilos. This could be water retention, it could be something else. I shared a bit about that in a post a few days ago. You can check that out if you're interested in that. I've started week 2 at 73.1 kilos. I'm going to continue to weigh myself every day so that I get an average through each week and I have some real stats to compare to week, rather than just picking one day a week and hoping that's a reflection of my actual body weight. Now, body weight is not the only way to measure fat loss. We'll also look at measurements around the body. So I'm going to do that now using my trusty measuring tape. Okay, let's go. Okay, the measurements are in. Here are the stats. I'm going to read these to you off my trusty notebook. Okay, week 1, the waist was 74 centimetres. Now we're at 73, so a loss of 1 centimetre there. Week 1, the thighs were 65 centimetres and 65.5. They're now 63.5 and 65. So that's a loss of 1.5 centimetres on one leg and half a centimetre on the other. My hips have stayed 92 centimetres. My arms are more or less the same at 29.5 centimetres. My lower legs were 40 centimetres at the beginning. They're now 39.5. So there's a slight reduction in size there as well. Keep following along. We're going to do this for 8 whole weeks. We're just at the beginning of week 2. Taking stats like this can be super helpful for somebody that can't see those changes in themselves when they look in the mirror. I'm one of those people. Also, body size measurements can be reducing while the weight looks like it's staying the same on the scale. So it's important to take all sorts of types of measurements so you can get a true understanding of what's happening with your body through a deficit. I'll be sharing more about my successes, my challenges, things that I've experienced through that week 1 and what I'm experiencing this week through week 2. So make sure you're following along, and please, if you've got any questions, chuck them in the comments.